Chapter 4 and 5 from the Cookie Chronicles, Book 1, Ben Yokoyama and the Cookie of Doom, by Matthew Swanson and Robbie Bear. We are on to Chapter 4 in the book called Ben Yokoyama and the Cookie of Doom, by Matthew Swanson and Robbie Bear. This is the Cookie Chronicles, Book 1. Chapter 4. I get my mic on. What next, Ben wondered. He thought and thought, and as he did, he scribbled. And he crossed off, of course, eat a piece of cake. Finish putting together my 1,000-piece model of the Taj Mahal. Do a perfect tail whip on my scooter. Jump over Mr. Hoganweff's prize-winning hedge. Finish reading Captain A.O.K. and the Hordle of Sloggins. Play Claire de Lune all the way through without messing up. That's going to take some doing. It was a pretty good list, but maybe not a perfect list. Ben wanted to add something big like learn to speak Japanese, but he knew it probably wouldn't be possible in just one day. Ben needed his best friend Janet, Ben's BFF. Janet thought big, but it was the middle of the night and she was probably asleep. Ben tried to think big like Janet, but his thoughts remained small. I wonder how she does it, he wondered. Ben tried again. A great big thought came into his head like an elephant coming into your treehouse. He added it to his list. Eat a whole cake at once. Look at his elephant coming into the treehouse. Ben smiled. Janet would be proud. He didn't know if the thought was even possible, but it was definitely big. Ben's list was getting long. It was time to get started. The Taj Mahal was an extremely complicated building in India. The model had been a gift from Ben's Aunt Mindy, who was Aunt Nora's twin sister, but had regular fingernails and an old-fashioned phone with no camera. Ben spread the 1,000 pieces on the living room floor, just like he had 7 times before. But just like the other 7 times, Ben needed glue to stick them together. And just like the other 7 times, the glue was not where it was supposed to be. Ben knew he had used the glue recently, but where? Where? Ben thought and thought. He remembered his dad saying, "Don't forget to put the glue away, Ben. You have to start taking responsibility for your own belongings, Ben." Ben remembered saying, "I will," and stomping out of the room. But which room? Ben remembered. He had been doing a science experiment in the back of his parents' bedroom closet. That's a weird spot. But it was impossible to get into the closet without first going into his parents' bedroom, which was where his parents were currently sleeping. You think he's going to try to chance it? Normally, I would just wait and get the glue in the morning, thought Ben, but since this could be the last day of my life, there isn't any time to waste. Ben went upstairs. Dumbles the dog was lying in front of his parents' bedroom door. Oh, isn't he cute? Exactly and completely in front. It was impossible to open the door without first convincing Dumbles to move. Ben tugged on Dumbles' leg. He pushed him gently. It was no use. Dumbles was like a tiny hippopotamus. Is there such thing as a tiny hippopotamus? Anyway, Ben went down to the fridge to find some ham, but there was no ham, no turkey, no roast beef. There was only tofu. Ben's dad loved tofu. Ben put tofu right in front of Dumbles' nose. "Here you go, Dumby," he said. "Delicious, scrumptious tofu." Ben did his best to make the tofu sound exciting. Dumbles opened one eye and gave a bored sniff before turning his head in the other direction and closing the eye again. This made sense to Ben. Dumbles was his mom's dog, really, and his mom was not a fan of tofu. Ben had a better idea. He went down to the kitchen and filled Dumbles' water bowl. Then he brought it back upstairs and set it down in front of Dumbles, who wouldn't even open the one eye this time. Ben had a better idea. He went downstairs, filled Dumble's bowl with milk, and added 6 squirts of strawberry syrup, which made the milk pink and delicious. Ben carried the bowl up the stairs and set it down in front of Dumbles. Dumbles opened one eye again and glanced at the milk. Dumbles wasn't sure. Ben got a spoon and gave Dumbles a taste. Dumbles smiled. Dumbles lifted his head. Dumbles drank the milk like a dessert. A desert drinks a rainstorm. Soon the milk was gone and Dumbles lay down, but only for a second. Dumbles stood up, which was exactly what Ben had hoped would happen. Do you have to go outside, Dumbledoo? Dumbles gave Ben a look that said, yes, please, and right now, if you don't mind. Look at his eyes. Ben let Dumbles out into the yard. He did not let Dumbles back in. Chapter 5. Slowly and quietly, Ben opened his parents' bedroom door. His mom slept like a hibernating bear, which is to say flat on her back with a pillow on her face. Ben's dad, there she is, Ben's dad slept like a nervous rabbit, which is to say tossing and turning and ready to start sprinting at the first sign of a fox. Lucky for Ben, his parents' bedroom door was covered with soft and spongy carpet, which made it easy to creep over to the closet without waking them. The bedroom was dark. The closet was darker. Ben tried to turn on his flashlight, but it remained disappointingly off. Drat, darn, dang, thought Ben. He remembered taking the batteries out of the flashlight and putting them into his walkie-talkie. But where was his walkie-talkie? He remembered his dad saying, you need to take responsibility for your walkie-talkie, Ben. Ben couldn't remember where he had been standing when his dad said those words. His dad said those words so often in so many different rooms. Ben decided he didn't need a flashlight. He would find the glue in the dark. It would be like exploring a cave full of pants and shirts and shoes. He was pretty sure he had been using the glue in the far back corner of the closet, trying to see whether it would be strong enough to glue 2 of his dad's shoes together. That's not too good. Ben felt his way along the line of shoes. There were so many kinds: smooth shoes, rough shoes, stinky shoes, and shoes stuck together with glue. Ben had found the glue, but there was a problem. The bottle containing the glue was stuck to the carpet. Oh, no. Drat, darn, and dang, said Ben out loud this time. Ben? Said Ben's dad like a panicky rabbit who was suddenly wide awake. I'd be pretty surprised to find my kid in my closet at nighttime, too. And that's the end of Chapter 5.